Okay, so today we are doing graded common factor. It's one of the factoring method talking about we're going to take out all the biggest common same factor that we both have. So imagine you just meet somebody for the first time. You have to try to find something in common to talk with that person, and you want to take it outside, like open yourself up and share about it. So first thing first, we have 5b squared plus 15b. The very first thing is you ask yourself, hey, look at the smaller number. Does 5 go into 15? Yes, it does. So they do have something in common. Let's talk about it. 5 go into 15 three times, and we have 5 and 3, and this is just 5. Now you're going to look at the variable. Do all of them have b? Yes, they do. This one have b squared, that means b and b. And this one have b. So as you can see, how many do they have in common, or what do they have in common? 5. Yes, we both have 5. So that's in my graded common factor. I also have b. You also have b. Good. We can be BFF. So here we go. The 5b will take it outside the parenthesis because we want to share about it. Anything that's not common, we leave it inside the parentheses. So we have b, we drop the c plus 3. Okay, that's one of the example. We're gonna move on and try. We're gonna move in fast. And we're gonna try this one here. Likewise, we always start by looking at the number, try to see what do they have in common, a and 10. The a go into 10? Not really, but part of a go into it. So I'm gonna break it down to 2. 2 and 4 go to 8. And then 2 and 5 go to 10. How about the variable? Do all of them have x? Yes, they do. So I will break it down to x, and I will break it down to x. The common factor from here go into b, 2. We got that. And then 2, yes. And then x. It's going to be 2x. So I will take that 2x outside. And then whatever we have left inside the parenthesis, we get 4x. We bring down the sign, minus 5. And that's how we got the answer. To check our work, we always can distribute back. 2 times 4 give you 8. X times x is x squared. 2 times negative 5 give you negative 10. And then we got negative 10x. So perfectly just like that. So this factoring method is graded common factor. Okay. We're going to go ahead and try the next one right here. And we're going to look at them. 3 and 5. Do they have anything in common? Not really. A. This one doesn't have a. So technically, they have something in common that is number 1. I want to show you something. So this is 5 and 1. We're going to take out that 1 because it's a common factor. So I take the 1 out. When I take out the 1, what left inside the parenthesis is 3a positive plus 5. Now, but if we take a quick look, the answer is exactly the same as the question. So really, we haven't done anything extra instead of take out the 1. So the 1 really doesn't make a difference. It's a common factor, but it's not the graded common factor. So number 1 is never the graded common factor in this example. Likewise, 2, 4, and 11 have nothing in common except 1. I got x, they could have x, this one doesn't have x. So for that reason right here, in this question on this example, what you're going to do is sometimes we have to accept that we can't do anything about it. So this is a not factorable situation. And it's okay. In life, we have things that we can't do anything about it. We accept it and let it go, you know? We don't let it bother. So right here, we should write not factorable. Now we're moving on to number 4. It's gonna be another example for graded common factor. But what makes this problem different, if you noted, is that we start out with negative. So let's say we wake up in a very bad mood. We have a lot of negative thought. If we continue to keep that negative inside of us, we're going to go crazy. So it's very important that we take out the negative. We take the negative outside, we let it go. We vent it out, do whatever it takes to make you feel better, but instead of keep thinking about the negative thought. So when the negative go out, oh, the day have go so much better, everything change. The negative gone, so this one, the side going to change, and this become 4x squared. You no longer feel negative. But this unfortunately apply for everything. If you take out the negative, the side change. The plus right here also change to a negative. And then what's gonna happen is you're gonna have the same equation. The only difference is that, the same expression, but the only difference is that the negative is on the outside. You take the negative away. How can I check my work? If I'm gonna distribute back, a negative times a negative also give me a positive in here. So that's telling me that we did the correct thing. But long story short, just remember, if we started out with a negative, you have to take the negative outside and then you're going to change the sign for everything. What we're going to do right now, we're going to factor the inside just like we normally do. So let's go ahead and break it down. The 4 go into 12 and how many times? Yes, 4 to go into 12 3 times. So we got 4 and 3, thankfully. And then right here, we got 4. X squared, we have X and X. And then X, I just have 1X. So I'm going to continue doing the circle thing like what we always do. I have 4, you got 4. So my common factor is 4. I have X, you have X. There we go. We can be friends, right? And then right here, we got the negative on the outside. So I will put the negative on the outside as well. So make sure I bring the negative down because it's already there. I will have my parenthesis. Inside the parentheses is everything left. So what left right here is the X. I got the sign, it's the minus, and I got the 3. Fin. And I got it accomplished. So now if you're going to check your work, a negative 4, X times X, negative 4X squared. Negative 4 times negative 3. Positive 12. Good. So that is how we know that if we did it correctly. Okay. Now, long story short, we're going to finish one more question by combining everything we just do. So always check for negative, like do a mental check every morning. If we start out with some negative thought, we're going to take the negative out. Thankfully, this one doesn't have any negative, so we can just move on. We're going to look at the smaller number, 6. Does 6 go to 30 and 42? Yes, they do. So it's going to be 6 times 5. And then right here, 6 to 42, so it'll be 6 times 7. And this is just 6. Look at the variable. Do all of them have n? No, right? This one have n squared, this one have n, but this one doesn't have n. So for this one, I will not break it down. I just bring it down because there's really nothing to break down here. I will look for a common. So this one have 6, this one have 6, this one have 6. Excellent. So the 6 gonna go on the outside. What going to have left is n squared. Follow the sign, minus 5n plus 7, and we are done. Okay, really hope this method makes sense to you. It's all about looking into the common factor and put it outside the parenthesis and you're good to go. All right, have a great day. Bye.